Hello Virgo, and welcome to your monthly horoscope for February. As ever, I'm going to give you a broad overview of what to expect, but then please stay with me. I will dive deep to give you in great detail all the key dates and influences impacting on you this month. So as we begin this new month, your ruling planet Mercury is still in the final stages of its retrograde. If you have gone through some snags around dates or appointments that have been arranged and then cancelled, that may have been frustrating, but it is going to go forwards on the 3rd, and by the 5th it emerges from shadow. And then it gives you an opportunity for about a week to, enjoy yourself, because enjoyment is going to be a big theme for you this month, because Venus and Mars in the sign of Capricorn, where Mercury is too, along with Pluto, but principally Venus and Mars, are in a glorious conjunction pretty well through the whole of the month, but especially from the beginning of week 2. Now that's the big news of this month. If you'd like to know more, as I say, I'm going to go on to share that now. But if you're new to my channel, I'd be honoured if you would subscribe. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. Every time I drop a video, you'll get an alert from YouTube. Also, if you'd like to get your free daily written horoscope fired to your device each morning, you can do so by clicking on the link beneath this video. And of course, year 2022 is very much with us, but if you'd like to discover what the next 12 months will hold for you as an individual based on your personal astrology, based on time, date and place of birth, you can do so and get a character analysis and 30% off with my special package. Please see the link below. This will give you seeing insights beyond this Zodiac broadcast. So welcome Virgo to your February monthly forecast. So your ruler Mercury is just retracing its steps for the first few days, but on day 1, the 1st, we have a new moon, and this new moon is in your sector of organization, work, structures, details, the things very much in keeping with your zodiac sign, making sure that everything's running tickety-boo, that we're enjoying wherever we're providing our energies, where we're inputting our support for others. So the 6th house is a very Virgoan type of energy. But of course the sign of Aquarius is quite free-spirited, it can be very foresighted. So if you're wanting to change a job or to reform the everyday world that you exist in, the next month is going to be a critical phase for you. But Saturn, the planet of structure, is very close to this new moon. So if you're in a job which has lost its appeal, you feel that you slog away without much recognition or appreciation, it may feel that you need to change something, and that might not be your first choice, but this glorious set of influences in the sign of Capricorn are also linking brilliantly with Uranus in your sector of discovery, and also Jupiter in your sector of relating. So something really magical can unfold for you this month, but it may mean that you need to let go of that rather meticulous and precise way you have of approaching situations. That's not to say that you can't still use those qualities. It's just if you put those qualities or the need to be very precisely in place with every element of your life, it could stop you being more spontaneous. And there is a chance to be really spontaneous. It may be that someone's going to invite you on a date if you're single. It could be that you have a chance to go on an outing, unexpected with the COVID restrictions that there have been, but something really quite special can develop for you this month. And it's all down to you not being so totally focused on that new moon energy that you actually miss out on the opportunity to have some fun and to embrace some more heartwarming pursuits. So if you do have and can safely mix and mingle with someone, I think this is a great month to do so, to be perfectly honest. Now Mercury, your ruler, does move back into the sign of Aquarius on the 14th. And that is going to see you thinking a bit more about those everyday issues, but also you have a full moon on the 16th. And that is a little bit more complex because it's forging a quincunx with Pluto. And it's kind of saying to you in the second half of this month that as much as you may want to reform some of the practical elements of your life, you also need to be conscious of the more psychological side of things, so how things feel, tuning into your instincts, not ignoring your gut instincts. But if, for example, you're feeling a little less energized than you would like, maybe some stress is creeping into the situation. And if that's the case, don't feel that you can't share how you feel with people, but it will be important to share with the right kind of people. It's also possible that as far as your work's concerned this month, if you feel that it is to work a day and it's just a process and it's not creative and enjoyable enough, that's another thing that could see you wanting to make a change. But on the 18th, the sun moves into Pisces, and that begins a glorious transition for you. You already have Jupiter, the planet of hope, of optimism, of expansion, and traditionally of good fortune in your sector of relationships. It's now joined by the sun. You have Neptune in this area too. So the last 10 days of this month really gives you the chance to be much more focused on relationships. Now, of course, we have Valentine's Day this month on the 14th, but with Venus and Mars so closely together, if there is someone that you really like and you want to get together, go out for a meal, spend the evening, have some fun together, then it could be a very special event. But I think the sun moving in the last phase of this month into Pisces is really lovely. Also, Venus is going to be linking beautifully with Neptune in the last 10 days of February. If this rings a bell, it's because they were in a gorgeous alliance, the same alliance, the first 12 days of this year. But because of Venus's retrograde, it's being repeated. Are there any stress points? Well, yes, there is, in the sense that there is a square between your ruler Mercury and Uranus in the last week. And if you are involved in a role where you do feel it's a lot of obligations, a lot of responsibilities, and it is impinging on your personal freedom, that could spike up some stress that may have been something that you've been dealing with broadly for about a year, partly because of the Saturn-Uranus square. Saturn obviously is in the 6th house where Mercury returns to this month, mid-month. So just be conscious that we all have to fulfill our obligations, but if your life has become so focused on people pleasing and being a good egg, what Uranus is saying is don't forget to be a free spirit. And it's about trying to find a balance between the two areas. And of course, with freedom comes responsibility. And if we have too much freedom when we're not taking care of responsibilities, which would be very uncharacteristic for you, then that leads to a bit of an empty hedonistic lifestyle. So you're usually very, very reliable. And I think this month is just saying embrace the concept of fun, because it really is there, even if there are some practical elements that you want to grapple with as well. I'd like to wish you all the best. Take care and goodbye.